third part of this chapter 15 is option strategy. So last part we see the payoff and the profit graph of the call and put option. Now using this call and put option, you can actually set several different types of the strategies depending on your needs. So these are the strategy we're going to see: the protected put, covered call, and the straddle, spread, and caller. So let's look at the protected put first. So protected put strategy is you buy stock with put option. So protected put equals to you buy stock plus put option. So basically what you want to do is you try to minimize, like the limit your loss. So see what happens. So this is the payoff of the this protected put strategy at the expiration date. So there are two cases: expiration date, stock price may be lower than exercise price. Stock price may be higher than exercise price. Obviously, your stock is pretty much same price, right? Stock ST. Now, the put option is only exercised when stock price is below exercise price, right? So it means that only this case you have payoff, which is the difference between exercise price and the expiration date stock price. When stock price is above the exercise price, put option will not be exercised, so there's no payoff, zero. So total payoff when stock price is below exercise price is simply exercise price, and if the stock price is higher, then you have stock price. So you can actually have the minimum payoff, which is exercise price. When stock price keep rising, then you can enjoy this rising. If you calculate the cost, your cost is you have to actually have to buy stock and put option, right? So you buy stock and put option. So the profit is this case, so profit is X minus S0 plus put premium, and this case ST minus S0 plus put premium. That's the profit. So comparing is just only holding only stock. You actually have more cost, which is the put premium, put price, but you can limit your loss up to this part. So if you draw the graph, this is only stock, this is put option, then the protected put is this one, right? So protected put, your minimum payoff is X, the exercise price. When stock hit the price hit the exercise price, the payoff start to increase, and you can. This is S0 plus premium. That's the cost. If you subtract the cost, that's the profit. The profit. So if you compare the profit only stock is you basically have less profit when the stock price starts to rise, because you have to pay the put premium, that's the price of your insurance, but you can actually limit your loss up to this point. You're not going to lose this part, so you limit your loss. So that's how protected put works. Protected put works. So this is comparison between the profit on stock and the profit on the protected put strategies. So example 15.3 show how to use the protected put. So suppose the striking price is $90 and stock is selling for $87 at option expiration date. So now, because expiration date price is below exercise price, you exercise this option, right? But that the value of total portfolio should be 90 bucks because you have $87 stock, so ST equals 87, but you also have the X minus ST from the put option, which is 90 minus 87, which is $3. So total output should be $90. So that's your payoff. Another way to look at it is that you are holding the stock and a put contract giving you the right to sell for their stock for $90. Even if the stock price is below 90, you can still sell this stock for $90 because you have put option. So you have $90 value all the time. On the other hand, if you have like expiration date stock price is 94, which is above exercise price, then you don't need to exercise it. So you will get $94 as your value, portfolio value. So that's how protected put works. Now next strategy is called the covered call. Covered call. So covered call strategy has, again, you have stock and now you write a call option. So write a call option. So you are writing a call option, not buying call option. That's why we have negative. Then the payoff of stock at expiration date in two cases. So when the stock is below exercise price, again, payoff of stock is always just the stock price at expiration date, same. But the call option will be exercised when stock price is above exercise price, which is this case, so right-hand case. So the left hand, you don't have any payoff from call option because the option holder, call holder will not exercise this option, but you have to pay this payoff difference between the stock price and exercise price to call holder because you basically sell the option. So once the holder exercise the option, you have to pay the cost. So total cost of this option is now you buy stock, so say at 0, which is the price when you buy, and then you receive the call premium because you sell call option, so you receive the call premium. So the profit, total profit will be ST minus S0, which is the capital gain plus call premium. In this case, X minus S0 plus call premium. So it means that you actually have the maximum gain. There's a cover. That's why we call it cover call. If you see the graph, then this is pay of the stock. This is the pay of the call, right? A call, then if you're combining it, that the payoff will be, so up to the exercise price, the payoff keep increasing, and then you have exercise price payoff when call option is exercised by holder. Your profit is, you basically just this is S0 plus C, right? Minus C actually. So your profit is like that. Now, when you compare with only stock, see what happened. So only stock, what you have is you basically lose some values like this, right? So if this is as T minus S0, so this will be the S0, right? Minus S0. And the stop price is it and basically like this, actually. Like this. And it means that you basically have more values when you lose money because you receive call option. So this more profits comes from the call premium. And once it hit certain value, then you are not gonna get more money. You actually gave up this portion of the gain. Instead, you receive more money when stock price is below exercise price. So who's gonna do this process? Now let's look at the example. So example 15.4, assume a pension fund holds 1,000 shares of GXX stock with current price is $130 per share. Suppose the portfolio manager intends to sell all 1,000 shares if the share price hit the 140. So this fund manager, the intention is they're going to sell this share when stock price hit $140. Doesn't matter whether this is going to be 51, 60, 170. They're going to anyway sell. And a call expiring 90 days with exercise price 140, currently sells for $5. So call premium is $5. By writing tail GXX contract and 100 shares each, the funds can pick up $5,000 extra income because you have call premium and you basically have 1,000 contract, right? 1,000 shares, I mean. So $5,000 extra income, right? Because anyway, you're gonna sell this one when stock price is above $140. They automatically set it. So this is like $140. When stock price hits $140, they're gonna sell it. So this future doesn't exist. This future doesn't matter. It only matter when, well, you're gonna get $5,000 more money all the time because you are going to sell this stock when stock price hit the $140. So you can just ignore these, the price of 140. So that's how curved call is used. So when the fund manager want to have some intention that, oh, we're gonna sell this stock above certain price, then they can get a covered call strategy with exercise price equals to the target price, and you write a call, then you're gonna receive the call option premium, the call price. So the price, when the price is below this target price, you enjoy this call premium you receive, and after stock price is rise above target price, then you can just sell because you automatically sell it when the price is at the targets, right? So that's how curved call works. Curved call works. Okay. Next strategy is called the straddle. The straddle is you basically buy call option and put option with the same exercise price. So common exercise price, you buy call option and actually also common expiration date. Call option, put option together, see what happens. So again, when the stock price is below exercise price, put option is exercised, right? So only put option is exercised. You hold the put option, so you receive X minus ST from the payoff. And you don't have any payoff from call option. And when the stock price is above exercise price, then you receive ST minus X and nothing from put. So in total is you receive X minus ST up to X and above X, ST minus X. Your profit will be now, so your cost is, I'm sorry, you have call option and you have put option, right? So parentheses, then the sum of the call and put premium will be your cost. So the profit will be x minus st minus c plus p, st minus x minus c plus p. So the cost is both premium. Now see what happens when you draw the graph. So if you combine this graph, then you have this payoff. So payoff, when the stock price is 0, then you have x payoff, stock price is x at 0, and then start to increase. So, and then this gap is the c plus p. So you have profit, this level, right? Profit up to this part, and use a little money, but you also have the profit. So who is going to do this strategy? What's their expectation? So if you are long position on this straddle, then you like this area, right? If the stock price rise more or drop more, you are more beneficial. You are better off. Which means that you want to have the volatile stock price. So you basically bet on volatility. If you think that the volatility will rise, then you can bet on this straddle strategy. Suppose you are short position, then it means that your payoff graph and the profit graph is exactly opposite, right? Then it means that you believe that the stock will not be the volatile, not fluctuated. Sorry. So you think that the stock has lower volatility, so I expect to have the lower volatility, then you can have short position on this straddle. Long position, higher volatility, short position, lower volatility. And you can clearly see the evidence from this graph. So you really have to know how to draw this payoff and profit graph. Next is a spread. So spread is a strategy that you basically have the two call options together. So say C1 and C2. And C1 and C2 has the different exercise price and same expiration date. Okay. So suppose X1 is below X2, lower than X2. Then you have three zones. An expiration date, stock price may be below first exercise price, stock price may be between first and second exercise prices, and the stock price may be above second exercise price. So only call option is exercised. First call option will be exercised is next two cases, and the second one it will exercise only last case. So the first case, all 0, right? Second case, you have st minus x1 and 0 from the second. And the third one, by the way, you basically have the buy one call and the other call should be right. So lower value call option, you are long position, so you buy call option. Second one, you are on short position, so you write a call option. Okay, so you lose money from exercising the second call option. You receive money from exercising your first option. Again, see what happened. So the payoff will be like this. So your payoff is 0 for the first zone, and second zone increase to the x2 minus x1, and the third zone payoff is. So you have floor and ceiling together. The profit is so from the previous slide, the cost of the option is, so you receive you buy actually call 1 and you receive call 2, right? So that's the cost. It means that you have C2 minus C1 is the probably the minimum, the maximum loss, and then increase up to this portion, and then you have maximum gain too. So you have floor, you have ceiling. If you have the bullish straddle, this is called a bullish straddle. You can also have this exactly opposite strategy, C2 minus C1. Then you have bearish straddle. So you're gonna have this type of, so you have exactly opposite like this. I'm sorry, here. Yeah, like this, payoff. This is called a bearish straddle, this way. So bearish straddle is, so like this. Bearish straddle is you sell the buy call option for the higher exercise price and sell call option lower exercise price. That's the bearish spread. Bullish spread, you buy call option for the lower exercise price, you write a call option for the higher exercise price. Callers, so the caller would be appropriate for investors who have a target wealth goal in mind, but is unwilling to risk losses beyond a certain level. So here we have explanation about caller. So caller means option strategy, the bracket value of the portfolio between two bonds. So let's see what it is. Suppose you are contemplating buying a house for $160,000, for example. So you want to buy $160,000 house. You might set up this figure as your goal. Your current wealth may be $140,000, and you are unwilling to risk losing more than $20,000. So you don't want to lose more than $20,000. You have $140,000 current wealth, and then you have gold 20,000 more actually, right? So you could call out average by purchasing 2,000 shares of stock currently selling for $70 per share. So one is stock price $70, okay? Purchasing 2,000 put option, exercise price is $60 with put option, right? And then writing 2,000 call with exercise price $80. So another $80 call option. So see what happens, see what happens. Let's draw a graph, actually. So let's see your wealth. So suppose, so current stock price $70, right? $70. So you have $70 stock, and stock price start to decline. So when stock price below, say $60, stock price is between $60 and $70, actually $80, and stock price is above $80, right? And you have put option and writing call option. You basically want to exercise this put option, right? When the stock price is below 60, so it's going to be 60 minus ST, right? Above exercise price, you don't exercise it. But call option will be exercised when the stock price is over $80, so you have ST minus 80. And because you have S stock, so eventually what happened is you have $60 and you have ST and you have $80. So the payoff is, this is 60, this is 80. And for 60, you have this $60, here is 60, start to increase up to 80. And you have this is caller. So it means that because you have how many shares? You have 2,000 shares, right? So maximum payoff will be this 2,000 times $80, which is 160,000, right? And then minimum payoff will be 2,000 times $60, which is 120K, which is only 20,000 losses. So you have some certain target. So after this part, you don't have to worry about it because you want to buy a house when stock price hit $80, but you also want to limit the loss. So the cost is basically you have to pay put premium and receive call premium. So it's it's not gonna be that big premium because you receive call premium and you pay put premium. The price is a little bit different, like probably different, so you may have to pay the cost, but eventually the cost is not that huge, and you can set the limit loss, and anyway above certain price you're gonna buy house, so you don't care about that. So stock price, you have stock and you have put option and you sell call option, that's caller. Stock, put, and sell call, okay? So this part, it is a little long part. Again, let's go back to the first slide. Okay, protected put, stock plus put option, covered call, stock minus call option, okay, right? Straddle, you have call option and put option together. And spread, we have one call and the other call, and the right, you can long and short in each. And caller, stop plus put minus call option. That's caller. Okay. Again, please make sure that you can write a payoff table, profit table, payoff graph, and profit graph so that you can pick a right strategy when some certain needs are rise. So you have some needs, then you can set a strategy mixing the derivative security options. These are not the only ones that you can do. You can actually set lots of different ways to mix the options based on your needs. That's actually the benefit of having derivative security, because you can actually mix the securities like options and achieve your goals. So that makes you a lot more flexible in your investment. Okay, so that's the end of the third part. Last part of the chapter 15 will be this certain option like securities.